Hey. Okay. Hi, everyone. I am back. It's been a minute, but it has been busy. Busy, 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 and busy some more. Let me put this in the thing. All right. So, had to put a little something in the comments. Hi, everyone, and back. Thank you for being here. I am back on Lexie's Kitchen Creations, drink of the night. And even though it is, in Eastern time, it's after 12, but in Pacific and Western time, it's still Friday. So we're still in the drink of the night realm. So, first off, we're going to start off with a new segment for Lexie's Kitchen Creations, and it's also going to be for Lexie Around Town. As everyone knows, I am in the running for Ms. Exquisite Full Figure Georgia, and of course, I am doing a little bit of fundraising. So you can see you can support me. I have the QR code if you can get it. There's also a link if you would like to support. You can donate, you can sponsor, you can share. And if you go to the QR or you go to the site, you will see that. But I want to take this time at the beginning to thank, hi Sean, thanks for joining, to thank those who have already supported me and have already donated. And that would be Ms. Therese Robinson, who's my sister, of course, but sometimes it's always good to have family support you, so she did, and I want to thank her. I also want to thank Miss Shay Cannon, who also helped support me, and also a good friend of mine, Kavai Anakaleo, who also helps support me. She's helping me with my talent portion, so we will see what that will be when it comes up. But I want to make sure, so if you're wondering what this bowl is here, this is my support bowl. So as people do give and support, it goes in the bowl. Oh, thank you, Sean. Sean also did some supporting, so I want to thank her too. Thank you, Miss Sean Jett, for helping. So our goal is to raise $15,000, and that's it's short notice because the pageant is in August, but things cost. You got your gowns, you got a couple of gowns, you got your makeup, you have your photos, you have to enter. So it's a big thing to be in a pageant, but is so rewarding because you learn a lot about yourself. You learn about others because you have your pageant sisters, and this is something that I've never thought I'd do, but I'm in it to win it, and that's where we're at. So if you would like to support, the links are available. Also, you have your code if you'd like to support there too. So thank you. So that is that. As people support, I will be shouting them out, especially my sponsors. Sponsors get sponsor spotlights. So all that is coming up. And as the bowl gets bigger, the better it is for me. And if you want to know what my platform is small business, because everyone in the pageant has a platform and how they help the community. And y'all all know, and you'll see me at Lexie Town, I am all about helping small businesses and promoting. And so every time you help support me, you also help me support a small business who's going to help me in my pageant run. So that it all works together. It all works in synergy. And as you help me to help them, you help them support the community. And that is what we want to be. So thank you again. So keep an eye out for the bowl. Okay. Now the bowl may not be for Lexie Around Town because I'm not walking around with a bowl, but definitely the shout outs will be. So today's drink of the night is a little bit special because this is my last drink of the night, I believe, was about Heaven's Door. And this is a collaboration between Bob Dylan, the Bob Dylan famous singer. One of his songs was called Heaven's Door, and Small Batch Tennessee Whiskey. So they have a pretty decent range, and their whiskeys are pretty good and are priced very well. So I really like them. This particular one is a little special because this one is called Highway 61, and it is a blend of bourbon and rye whiskey. And so that doesn't normally get blended together, but this did. And what's really special about this bottle is they went to certain, let's see, what are they called? I want to say what they're called, right? So they went to different package stores. There's package stores here, but it's also, liquor stores and people who have their own like kind of liquor stores place. For here, it's like Mega Package and a couple of Jacks, I think, has their own. These different ones who have, they get wines and whiskeys and they get them especially for their brand. So Heaven's Door came out with one where they do blended whiskeys for those people who have their own package stores and everything like that, to make their own blend of whiskey. Now, they don't necessarily do it anymore, so if you're finding them, you want to pick them up. They're not expensive. Depending on who's you get, you can find it online in certain places, but this was done for the Mega Package store that is near here in Sewanee. They have their name, so it tells you who it's blended by. If you can see, it says blended by and the store, or who they blended it for. And on the side, all bottles are actually numbered, and they give you the percentage of how much bourbon and how much rye is in the bottle. And every place has a different one. So this one, they are more bourbon heavy than rye heavy, whereas you may get another one that is more rye heavy than bourbon heavy. They also have different types of different kinds of bourbon that they do. So there's like at least 5. So you can pick out of I think 3 bourbons and 2 ryes that you can pick out, and you can blend custom for the store. So now, for me, I got this one, and like I said, at the Mega Package store here in Sewanee, right off of Lawrenceville Sewanee Road. But now when I go to other package stores or liquor stores, now I have to see what they have. I think Total Wine has one that they blended for them. And different ones have ones that they actually have a blend that they have that is exclusive to their store. So if you get to a store, try to find it, see if you have you look on the bottom where it says blended by, it's Highway 61 blend. And then you look underneath and it says blended by, and that should be the store that the blend was for. So isn't that cool? I think so. And I will be going to other stores so I can get other blends to see how it comes out. But it's all under the Heaven's Door Highway 61 brand. So what we're doing today, if you looked in the notes, is the Highway 61 and this drink called a poison apple. Now, it was coming from a site with the Reserve Bar, and they do a blog and they have a site and they have cocktails on it. So we're doing this as a little bit of a switch to it. So even though it's inspired, and that one was done with a different kind of whiskey and everything, we're doing ours with Heaven's Door. So their original recipe was the whiskey, and I forgot off the top of my head who the whiskey was, but they had a specialty whiskey that they did it for. And if you go to the site, which is also in the comment thing, you'll see which whiskey that they used it for. It was whiskey. It was 1 part whiskey, 2 parts ginger beer. And for us, we're instead of using a regular ginger beer, I'm using my hibiscus ginger beer, hence the reason why it's called Red Apple, because this is going to turn the drink red. Then we have some apple juice. This is sparkling apple juice that we can use, so we're going to do that. And then we have a splash of ginger syrup and Asiago bitters. So we're going to have some bitters to that, and I guess that's what's making it the poison. And it's a really simple recipe. Now, if you do not, hold on a minute, please. I have something going on over here I need to check. Okay, so just had to, I don't know, make sure something wasn't going crazy. So if you, most bourbon you don't have to mix, and this particular bourbon, I would say you may want to do neat, which is really no ice, no nothing, just bourbon. You use a glass, and you just add a pour, either 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 3 ounce pour, however you want to do it, and drink it straight. It has a very smooth taste. This is a very smooth tasting thing. The notes on it is like a vanilla, but also a little spicy. It's a bunch of different notes to it, but it tastes really good. It doesn't burn going down, which sometimes you can get even if you get a good one, it's not as smooth. It can burn. No burn. It is a very good just to drink, sip drink. Then you have, or you can also add, you get those big bowls of ice and have an ice and drink it like that. I will drink it neat, but for this one, we are going to do a mix. So for our mix, and we're going to get right to it, we are going to add ice. So go in there, add some ice, and then you do 1 part of the whiskey. Now, I forgot my shot glass, y'all. I'm a bit of a heavy pour when it comes to my drinks. So even though it's 1 part, I'm going to say that 1 part is going to be 1 and maybe a half shot, because I'm a bit heavy on the drinks and I love me a good whiskey regardless, right? So we do that with the Heaven's Door. We're going to add a bit of ginger syrup in it. We're going to add our hibiscus. So that's 2 parts. So we're going to add our hibiscus ginger beer, which is always good. You can smell the apple. Then we're going to add, and I might add another, like I said, I'm heavy on the liquor here. We're going to add another half. So that's going to be actually 2. So normally you only do 1, and the glass is going to be bigger. So we're going to do, but before I add my apple juice, I'm going to add my All Good Glitter because it's sparkling. Hi, Dr. Tachi. How you doing? Thanks for joining. We're going to add our All Reliable, All Good Glitter. Now, I always like to add the glitter before I add anything that's sparkling, even though this was kind of sparkling, just because when you add the All Good Glitter and add something sparkly, it really kind of activates the glitter up in there. So I really like it like that. So then we're going to add our sparkling apple juice. And then we're going to do a little bit of a mix just to make sure it's in there. And you can already see the activation of the All Good Glitter on top. Woo. We have our spoon. And then we did some ginger and apple garnish with sprinkling of All Good Glitter, of course. So that's a little bit of extra that we can have. And if you like me, like I like sucking on my garnishes, or I eat my garnishes. So we have a little bit of apple right there. And we have our straw. And there we go. This is our poison red apple drink with our Heaven's Door Highway 61 blended whiskey. Okay, and that is the poison red apple. Very simple drink. You can also see the glitter in it. Hopefully you can see the glitter. You can see the glitter, how the glitter just kind of makes it sparkle. And then you have the glitter on the garnish, so you can eat that as well. I like eating ginger, so I'll eat a piece of ginger. It's very good for your digestion and everything else. And that is it. That is our drink of the night. So thank you for joining me. I'm so glad to be back, and I will be back on Sunday with Lexie Around Town, and we are heading over to the Havana Lounge here in Sandy Springs they're having a biker thing. So cigars and bikes. Ooh, isn't that going to be awesome? So I will be there for that. And I will see you there. So check me out when I get there. And thanks once again for joining. And if you want to go over the recipe one more time, it is, once again, our Heaven's Door Highway 61 blended whiskey. Remember, it's blended with bourbon and rye whiskey. We have a little bit of our honey simple syrup. You know what I didn't do though? Guess what? I forgot what makes a poison. The bitters. So you add a couple of dashes of bitters on top. And there you go. That is what makes it the poison apple. See, that's why you have to make sure you go over it again. And now I'm stirring it up in there. So now I have the bitters. So before it was just apple. Now it's poison apple with the bitters. All right, all right. So there you go. And that is it. So we're going to go over the recipe one more time. I did, now you can do this as you want, but this is what I did. I did 2 ounces of the whiskey. I did just a couple of dashes of simple syrup. I did our hibiscus ginger beer. The original recipe calls for just regular ginger beer, but if you want to make it the red poison, then you do hibiscus ginger beer. We also added our sparkling apple juice. We had a little bit of sprinkling of our all good CBD glitter. Remember, it's a D8, 25 milligrams per vial glitter. We have that. And then when we mix it all together, and then at the end, we put a couple of splashes of bitters on top, and that is our drink. Once again, the red poison apple. So y'all have a great night, and thank you for joining me, and I will catch you later. Bye-bye.